Live from the Texas Cheer Liquors Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Oh, well, that music ended abruptly. Hi, it's my turn. Hello.
What up?
Hi. We weren't sure when we were going to actually do our show today because one of the members of our crew is not home. One of the members of this crew is away on business in other states and areas, in really cool areas too, I might add. Welcome in here. It is In the Building. It is show 511 of Set In the Building.
Damn.
From the Texas Cheer Liquor Studios, which today emanate across the entire country. Based on the proximity of the asses of the three of us on this program, it's Rudy, it's Mike, the audio disseminator, is indeed Jose Bouquet. You can jump in here to the chat. We probably shocked a lot of people today because we don't know. We just kind of went on, which is fine. They'll figure out we're here in a minute. And once you do get in here and realize that we're doing a show and you jump in here to the live show, feel free to tip us while you're in here. And Greg's the first guy in, and he tips us right off the top. Thank you, Greg. You can donate to us via the Super Chat. You can also tip us if you want to buy us coffees on the buymeacoffee.com link that no doubt Bouquet will get up there here in a minute. It's Saturday afternoon, 5 o'clock Central Texas time as we get on the air today with you. I still want to call the interwebs the air. It's just how it goes.
It is the air.
Is it? I guess it's the space. It's space and time, right? Even though Rudy's in a place so far away where it's not even the right time. He is on Eastern time zone. Rudy today emanates from a very cool place called Patrick Space Force Base, which is on an island outside of Melbourne, Florida, which is probably 2 hours or so north of Miami, probably 90 minutes south of Jacksonville. He's near Cape Canaveral, where so many historic NASA launches have gone down.
Wasn't that the bad one was here?
Hanging out. Yes. That's where the Challenger
I thought so.
met its demise in 1985 or whatever year that was. And Rudy is there on business today. He's shooting another television show for Air Force TV. Rudy is a proud Navy veteran, but he has spent the last few years. And I'm so badass that you do this. I'm so happy that we're doing another show. You're doing another show because I'm proud of you. It's a cool deal, and it gives you exposure. And of course, I'm selfish, and it gives us exposure as a show. So I can't wait to see what comes out of this deal here with Rudy. Playing golf with the Air Force, basically, is what you're doing.
And it's not a whole lot of golf, unfortunately.
Pretending that you're playing golf.
All right, here, hit that again. Stand over here. Get you right here. The sun's beaming off of you. It's not a whole lot of golf, but still, nonetheless, a great experience. And thank y'all, you and Buki, being patient with me. I mean, hell, the listeners. Mike was in Atlanta. I'm in Florida. Mike's headed to the hellscape soon. But we still found a way to manage to get here for everybody. So thankful to y'all,
Thanks,
Mike,
everybody. Appreciate it.
Mike, listeners, and our sponsors. Love y'all hard.
Absolutely. All right. And if you think that gator sightings are rare in Florida, certainly where Rudy is. So this was yesterday though, right?
This was yesterday.
Now this was back in Tampa. Is that where you were?
This was in Tampa. I walked up on.
So you're across the state today, but yesterday you were on the other side. And what do we have here?
I was looking for.
Oh my God! I see what you're
And the guy that runs the course is like, Rudy, there he is. Go walk up on him.
Oh, my God. No.
And I walked up on him, and he started moving. So what's funny about this place, they used to have a 14-footer named Elvis, but Elvis started going on the flight line and stuff, so they had the animal control come remove him. But what's cool about this one, he's the only – there's no females there because they don't want him to keep reproducing. So they had all the females. But the course I'm at today, the one I'll be shooting at tomorrow, they got a bunch. And they got male and females, and the males fight. They had to put one of the males down because one of the other males ripped his lungs out because they're fighting over booty. Wow. So I might have some more video for y'all tomorrow, but that was yesterday. That They haven't named him yet, but he's
Okay.
about an 8-9 footer.
I was
He's
going
more
to say,
scared.
so you just walk right up on this thing?
Yeah, he was more scared of me than I was of him. Once he heard me,
Yeah.
he took off in the water. So he eats the turtles and the fish. He'll probably get up to about 12, 13 feet before they have to remove him.
It's funny. You don't think about the positives of having alligators on your land, but I guess they do keep away a lot of the critters keep them from being overrun.
Yeah, and they have a bald eagle on that site too.
Oh, wow, that's
big old eagle's nest. That's kick-ass too. So
we ought to unleash 5 million alligators in the hill country. We might have an alligator problem, but it'd help our hog population issues. That's for damn sure.
They'd eat the hogs, and they'd probably eat they'd eat the coyotes too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then they'd be in the river walking.
Yeah,
can't have that for me. Oh, that would not work well. So welcome, man. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm good. Do you feel like is Florida, Texas east to you? Florida, do you feel like Florida is kind of like we kind of similar in some ways? The feeling I got was like, okay, this kind of feels like, I mean, Texas is better, and I'm not just saying that, it actually is, but
you bet your ass. Shit.
But still, I was like, damn, this kind of feels like Texas.
It's one of the 4 states that run this country.
Yeah, okay.
Texas, Florida, New York, and California. Everybody else is filler. So, yeah, you know what else? You're sitting, I think if I'm not mistaken, my Texas geography is impenetrable, but my national geography is pretty good. I think you're near, is it I-95 that runs north and south all the way across north and south to Florida?
I think so, yes.
I think it goes all the way down to almost the Keys. You are not far from where the great, I guess I shouldn't call it the prolific Eileen Wuornos used to haunt men up and down the I-95 corridor.
Right.
The nation's most prolific modern day female serial killer. There were some dudes on that base where you're at that wish they didn't pick her ass up on the highway. You ever heard of Eileen Wuornos? You even know who that is? She was portrayed in a movie years ago called Monster.
Charlize Theron, right?
Charlize Theron. Yeah, Charlize Theron, Christina Ricci. She had this little girlfriend. She was bisexual. She had this little girlfriend with her. And the girl, I don't know how, I don't believe it to this day. The girlfriend, once Eileen got busted, the girlfriend was able to prove somehow or convince authorities that the entire time she was with Eileen, she had no idea Eileen was doing this.
Bullshit.
She knew that Eileen was out hooking because they lived in a motel. And they were literally living out of a car in motel rooms, going up and down I-95, trying to score dope. And Eileen was the one that would go out and bring in money because she didn't want Christina, whatever the real person's name, doing this. This is late 70s, early 80s. She didn't want her girlfriend doing it, so she went out and hooked with dudes. 99% of the time, she just went out and hooked up with dudes and got money so they can keep living, her and her girlfriend. But about 9 times, she decided, I'm going to shoot the motherfucker. Why not? And I'm going to dump their body right there in them swamps where those gators live. So that's kick ass. That's my Central Florida story.
Yep, I'm in Central Florida.
Badass.
On the way down, we passed up Disney World. It's like right on the way from Tampa.
Oh,
Pretty cool scene,
Absolutely.
man. I'll be back Monday though. So Monday show. Saying we'll be back on schedule. Yeah,
back to normal. Richard is in the building. $4.99. Thank you, homie. Good afternoon, fellas. Good afternoon to you, Richard. Thanks for tuning in here, Holmes. Aaron Knooper has joined the building. He is donating money. Good evening, fellas. Miss Knooper and I will be there Wednesday at La Gloria. Going to get us an in the building shirt so we can rep Hellscape the following week on our family vacation there with our 2 girls. Aloha. That's awesome, Aaron. What island are you going to be on, Holmes? That's always the big question.
Hey, Mike is starting a travel company, and when you go to Hawaii, for $29.99, Mike can tell you exactly where to go. I'm kidding, AK-47.
You'd think by now I'd have some sponsorships as many times as I go back and forth to the Hawaiian Islands.
You need one. You need one. Hotel and flight, at least.
No doubt. That's a great idea. A company should help sponsor my Hawaiian trips. I'm calling out all companies like L&L Hawaiian or Hawaiian Airlines, something like that. Some snow cone place in town needs to help me go. And you'll
Kona,
be prominently,
Kona
you'll be,
Ice.
you'll be prominently displayed on our screen, and you will get nothing but love on all of our shows while we're there. He mentioned our remote, so I need you to get home as soon as you, well, at least by Wednesday, because we have a remote.
I'll be home.
Okay, very good. The in the building next remote is at La Gloria, a beautiful Mexican restaurant on the San Antonio Riverwalk, over back behind the Emma Hotel at the Pearl. That is where we're going to be. We're going to give away Grunge Fest tickets to some lucky people during a random draw, and we're selling T-shirts, as Aaron mentioned. Absolutely, I've got T-shirts for sale. Went and picked them up today, beautifully in a box.
Oh, they're already done.
They're ready. Absolutely,
damn, Sammy.
Dude, took him a day. And there's the next segue. And of course, we wouldn't have the T-shirts next Wednesday if it weren't for Sammy taking care of me in one day. 24-hour service. Sammy had my shirts done, and we're going to have them on sale for the people next Wednesday at La Gloria. You should go there too and get all of your things done at Sammy's Embroidery, 210-824-3900. Please mention in the building. It is the only way that Sammy knows that you're you, and we get credit for it, not paid, but we get to keep doing business with Sammy. It lets him know that it's working. And as most of our clients know by now, it does pay off. There's an ROI on ITB. If you want to,
I like
the
that.
initials. Thank you to Sammy's Embroidery. Picked them up today. All right, what else today? All right, I want to get this off my chest so we can get into things that matter. When you watch the Spurs game, what do you watch it on normally? When they're on FanDuel, like, do you have the FanDuel app?
I have
do you get
NBA.
to FanDuel?
I have the league pass. So
You have League Pass. All right.
yeah. So I'll just watch it.
So we have Hulu.
Okay.
And we've been putting up with something all season long. Every time that the Spurs are on Hellscape, FanDuel, what I get for reading chats while trying to do a show. All season long, this has gone on. Nina mentioned it, I think, on one of her social medias the other night, and there was not much reply. It's like, it can't be just us. So we have Hulu, right? And that's how we get to FanDuel, through our Hulu.
Okay.
And maybe it's because I don't know what the deal is. Obviously, FanDuel is struggling. I'm not even sure if FanDuel is going to be in the television business in 6 months, if not less. All these baseball teams have had to drop and find new coverage because FanDuel couldn't keep them or whatever. They're struggling big time. Whenever the games are on FanDuel for us, we don't get very many commercials during the breaks.
That's awesome.
We get this still screen that says we'll be right back. It just has the FanDuel logo with that weird looking F and that weird looking D. Doesn't even really look like a D. It's a terrible logo. And then it says all capital letters, we'll be right back. And it looks like the deep sea. And it's got this real spacey looking sound. It looks like plankton floating in the deep parts of the Black Sea. Yeah. And it's like 3 minutes we have to sit there and put up with that. The first couple of weeks, it was kind of cool, but we watch every game, you know. Tomorrow's on ABC, so it won't be a problem. But every game on FanDuel, do y'all get that too? I need to be told by another human being that they see the same thing that we see, because I think we're going crazy. And we're sick of it. It's like the entire commercial break. It totally takes away from the game. Like, we're all hype. I got 2 beers, and it's a 3-point game, and Wemby hit a 3, and timeout, motherfucker, and the Spurs are winning again. Now let's take a break. It's like this trance. You know what I'm talking about? You seen this?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that, but that tells me their sales department is lacking. That tells me they're bleeding. That means they're bleeding money. You're paying the NBA for these games,
right?
Yet you haven't sold any spots. That's what that is. But the business side of me, that doesn't make any sense.
How are FanDuel during the San Antonio Spurs has no commercials?
None.
It's just this. Sorry. So tomorrow we're on ABC. The next time we're on FanDuel this week, I'm going to roll on it and show you what.
Yeah, roll on it.
It's ridiculous. I need to be told by another human being. And it's like we're the only ones that I think that have noticed this. That can't be the case.
No.
Who else has to endure? You know what? I'll record it the next time we're on FanDuel. I was going to do it tomorrow, but then I realized we're on ABC. The next FanDuel game we have, I'm going to record it and show you. Speaking of tomorrow, so it's a big game. It's our annual trip to the Garden. Spurs at Knicks tomorrow. We got the noon game on ABC. Did you see what NBC's doing for this? They're doing a throwback with the broadcasters.
Really?
So yeah, so we won't get Mike Breen tomorrow. We're going to get Bob Costas and Doug Collins.
No way.
Yes. Doug's coming out of retirement tomorrow. And Bob, Bob just like he rarely works at all. Hell, he's damn near 80. So we're going to have Bob Costas with Doug Collins and Mike Fratello. Remember Mike Fratello?
Hell yeah.
Jim Gray is doing sidelines, and Hannah Storm is going to be studio anchor with Isaiah Thomas and PJ Carlesimo. That's pretty badass.
I'm down.
That's super cool. So they've been using the old school music on the. I guess it's on. I said ABC. I should have said NBC.
NBC.
Yeah, we're going to have Bob. How badass is that?
I think that's super cool, and you know, I think what a better game than in the Garden to bring that back. You know,
very cool.
You think Bulls, you bring Bulls, Knicks, Pacers, Knicks, Heat. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, it is ABC, but they're bringing those.
Yeah, it
guys
is ABC.
That's
that is cool. You're right. They brought the old that used to be on NBC. Right. They're all going to let them just work the ABC game just for nostalgic purposes. That is pretty badass.
A couple people in the chat say they deal with Peacock too. I mean, Peacock it does the same thing, and then Greg Casanuela says same thing with his FanDuel.
Okay. It's like these weird hums, like this meditative music that you would listen to before going to bed or like relaxing, you know, and like doing yoga. It's the worst effing filler during an NBA game. Okay, I'm going to roll. I can't wait to roll on this and show you what I'm talking about. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right. It's a busy weekend for a lot of our sponsors, a lot of things going on. Is it March yet? Do our specials are just about to expire? I think. Are they not over at Texas Cheer Liquor? This is the 28th as we're doing this show. Okay.
Yep.
You got about 4 hours to find the nearest Texas Cheer Liquor location. There's 7 in the greater San Antonio area, so you should be close-ish to one. And we got nothing but specials with the Bonterra Ranch wine flavors for just $7.99. Confetti Sweet Red Wine just $6.99. Normally that's $18. And then Iceman, Ice 44 vodkas on sale for just $29. Normally it's $34. And so the specials we got about 3 hours and 45 minutes or so.
Damn.
Spa over at Texas.
It's already March
1st tomorrow.
You know, that means
spring forward on the clocks next weekend already.
Yeah. So tomorrow I will have a 30-year-old child.
Whoa.
My oldest turns 30 tomorrow, bro. Like, it's insane. Again, I started early, senior year high school.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
Soccer dreams down the drain.
You tell her that too? You ruined my soccer career?
No, hell no. I was like, well, I guess I'm going to military because I can't keep it in, you know. Yeah, I got a 30-year-old, man. It feels weird. Yeah. Feels super weird.
That's interesting. Like mine will be 28 in a couple of weeks.
Wait till they turn 30. It's a different feeling. You like, because you know, in your mind, you think 30, that's when you start to feel like, damn, I'm 30, I'm getting old. Well, I have a child that's 30. So what does that make me?
Wow.
You know,
next to die in y'all's family.
Yeah, it's for real.
You're on deck, Papa.
You on deck. You on deck.
God, there's those milestones, not to get all weird, but there's those life milestones when you turn 21, you turn 40 or 50, or your kid turns 18, or your daughter gets married. The ones that make you feel older, like daughter get married.
Yeah.
Parents passing away, when you're, you know, all those weird milestones that make you sit back and want to listen to meditative music and get your life right and your mind right.
Yeah.
Having a kid turn 30, I think that might mess me up a little bit.
It's messing with me. It's messing with me. And I meant to tell you, it wasn't like your experience. So last night we went out for dinner. It wasn't like your experience in Atlanta, but seeing where the Lightning play and then getting to see the Yankee Stadium replica where they do their spring training.
Yeah.
Got my juices flowing for Project Marvel as well. I was like, damn,
that's cool.
I can't wait for the downtown. Again, I wasn't in the heart of it, like walking around and literally, we were driving, so I couldn't roll on it. We were just passing it. I'm like, damn,
Right.
they got a hockey team. I wouldn't mind having a hockey team. Pretty cool, but seeing that replica of Yankee Stadium, because they go down there for all them snowbirds that come down this way from New York. I was like, all right, this is pretty damn cool.
I went to 2 Yankees games in Tampa during spring training during the Final Four back in '99. I covered the Final Four at that shit ass Tropicana Field that, thank God, only has a couple of years left. It was shitty in 1999, and saw the Final Four, but it was the trip of my life as a reporter. Went to spring training games on that Friday, went to the Final Four on Saturday, went to the Sunday morning press conference for the national championship, then spent the rest of the day at the Yankees spring training park, and then and the Rangers happened to be playing them that day, which was coincidentally cool. And then went to the national championship game on Monday night and flew home Tuesday.
The sporting guys were looking down on you that weekend.
God, that was so badass. That's when, do you remember 99? It was UConn. They beat Duke in the championship.
That was Khalid El-Amin and Richard Hamilton.
Sir. Yes, Rip Hamilton and Khalid El-Amin. Yeah, you're damn right. It was a badass. And they beat Duke, had Trajan Langdon, Elton Brand, Shane Battier. They were awesome.
No, that wasn't Jay.
No, I think that was
that was later on.
Yeah, they had Trajan Langdon.
Who's
we didn't even mention him the other night. He's the GM in Detroit that's helped the Pistons get things turned around finally.
Oh shit.
I had no idea. He still looks young too. Trajan Langdon's the GM of the Pistons. I forgot all about that. If I read it, I totally forgot. It's funny you bring up ballparks and Project Marvel. So, front office sports. I saw this yesterday. I was in Atlanta last weekend and was raving about the Battery, which is basically a city that the Braves built, where people literally live on the Braves complex and condos and stuff. So Atlanta Braves revenue, and the Braves had a bad year, didn't even go to the playoffs last year. The Braves were up 11% as an organization, despite the club struggling on the field. But the Battery, where the condos are and the restaurants and the movie theater and all that, was up 45% from one year to the very next in revenues. The Braves made $98 million on the Battery alone last year. The Braves did. That's more than the payroll of the Marlins and the Cleveland Guardians' entire teams. They made more money just on what's outside of their stadium than 2 fucking teams' payrolls are in Major League Baseball. Dude, wow. It's going to be what we're doing. The Spurs will never have to worry about relocating once Project Marvel shows up. When that happens, we never believe in. I don't want none of you slap D's ever again as long as I'm alive to ever say in my presence, we're going to move to Vegas. We don't get our shit together. No. You know how much money the Spurs are going to make off this thing? Like the guy in Detroit says, billions.
Billions.
Dude. They made $98 million in one fiscal year when that Battery got done.
Shit, their valuation went up $500 million when they got Wemby.
No, the Spurs, I know. Shit, the Spurs are going to make billions in dollars. Anyway, that's pretty. I just going back thinking like anyone that shits on the Battery where the Braves play, another big corporate team. You don't like sports then. Fuck off, Go sit in that bed, bitch. All right. I got my blood going. Let's get violent, punch some people. It's time for people I want to punch. On In the Building here on Love You Hard TV. And
now it's time for people I want to punch on In the Building.
And Pub Sports Radio and Anthem TV. Who you punching today and why?
Punch Iran for being dumbasses. Now we got to send our kids over there. Clean. I gotta send our Navy over there and clean that shit up. Punch Iran for being dumbasses. You can't just do what you want to do. And now you got your Saudis teaming up on you. Now they have bombed Dubai. Dubai caught a stray from Iran. So this sucks for everybody, man. It sucks for everybody involved. So. And again, I don't know it all the inner workings or whatever, but it sucks for everybody.
It sucks that there are countries in this world that wind up getting taken over by evil, sadistic, disgusting regimes using God as an excuse to be sorry sons of bitches. The Iranian people are a great people. They have been governed by murderers and thieves since 1979. But we're the world's cops.
I know. I hate that part of it.
This is a long time coming, and this is the result. And I'm just apparently we killed the Ayatollah.
Is that true?
That's what Trump said about an hour ago.
Damn.
Ayatollah Khomeini has been killed in airstrikes by the United States and Israel.
Wow.
Damn, this is historic.
He's been around a long time. I feel like I've been hearing that name Ayatollah for, gosh, what?
Yeah.
Since I've been a kid.
He led the takeover in 79, so he was at least old enough to do that in 1979. And now I've wondered before whether he was already dead. They just didn't want to say nothing, you know? And they're denying it. They're saying that Trump's a liar. Trump's not going to lie on the record about that. If Trump says he's dead, I believe it. That's unbelievable. It's just incredible. But this is what we do, man. We're America, and we're the world's cops. So every 10 years or so, we go to war. Unfortunately, this is one that has me a bit concerned. This is not Venezuela. No offense, Bouquet.
No. Explain the concerns, though, Mike. I'm interested in this stuff.
They've got fucking nukes, man. They've got nuclear weapons. They've got a lot of support. They've got Russian support. They've got Chinese support. They've got support from several terroristic regimes all over the planet.
Oh shit! Okay,
and they're gonna retaliate, dude. And I just hope that the Russians and the Chinese really don't want to fuck with us. You surely, at the end of the day, Russia's not going to be dumb enough to like try and attack our bases either. You know, they're not going to be able to penetrate the mainland U.S. But what I don't want to see is like Russia because Russia, Trump and Trump and Putin have had this weird ass relationship.
Yeah, very
where
weird.
one day they act like they're cool, but then the next day Trump's calling him a murderer and all the shit that's gone on between us and them over freaking, Ukraine. Yeah, and I do not want to go to war with China. If we decided to, we could take Russia's ass off the map tonight by dinner time.
But you don't feel that's the case with China?
No, I don't want to go to war with China. So I'm concerned about the retaliation.
No, I feel you.
Iran really has been, and I mean, it's no offense to, it's nothing to do with Iranian people.
I'm talking about their regime. Yeah, they're.
And about probably a month or so ago, and I'm speaking slowly because I told you I don't follow the news like I once did.
I don't either. I just woke up, went downstairs to get my free continental breakfast, and every TV had it on, and I was like, "Oh shit!" You know,
5-6 weeks ago. Couple months ago, there was an uprising by citizens in Iran. They decided, we're done. We are absolutely done here. And there was this mass protest in the streets of Tehran, their capital city. And the Iranian government killed at least 30,000 of its own citizens to wipe out the protest.
I remember.
They just went in there and just shot them. Just killed 30,000. Can you imagine? We go ape shit when ICE kills one person in Minnesota or two. And that's terrible, and I get why there's.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Imagine if they killed 35,000 people in Minnesota. The government. Imagine that. That's the people that ran Iran. So while I'm worried, I'm hopeful that in the long haul, this was the right thing to do because I don't like going to war. I get that sometimes you might have to, but when you decide to be the world's police, which the United States has been ever since the end of World War II. That means every 8-9 fucking years or so, we're back at another quagmire with somebody. This is not going to just be 2 days and we're done. This is going to have long-lasting effects on us.
That was well said, Mike.
And those folks and those young men and women right behind your back there at that Air Force Base right now, they are in imminent danger. Not where you are,
I
but they're probably going to
no,
get deployed.
I didn't know because I don't know. Bases have when you're talking about civilian access, they have levels of alert. With
Yep.
what happened this morning, I thought they might cancel this episode and say base locked down. You know what I mean? And okay, cool. I get that. Like national security comes first over some in this terms of some stupid golf show, but I didn't know what was going to happen today when I woke up. I was like, are we going to be able to get, I was asking my boss, the guy who hired me, I was like, are we going to be able to get on base? He was like, I haven't heard anything. So it's a Space Force base that I'm on. So we'll see. But yeah, man, well said, Mike. Who you punching?
I'm going to punch Lou Dort for being the dirtiest fucker in the NBA. And I get that.
That's Joker's eyes.
He looked like a serial killer. I would not want that dude looking at me like that. That was murder face he gave Dort and the other dude that came over and got in the middle of it.
I thought the brothers must have not been there. The Joker brothers must have not been at that game because they would have been on the court.
Oh, thank God. Had those dumbasses ran on the court, that would have been real horrible. That could have turned into something terrible.
Because their mission is to, if need be, die for Jokic.
Right. Yes. Correct.
Like literally. Yes. Literally. Like he is our everything. He takes care of his family. You touch him, you die.
That is correct. You're right. It's a good point. That was in Oklahoma City, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, man, I get Dort's role, but that dude hurts people.
And he banged his knee. He banged his knee. That was bullshit.
It's bullshit. That's dirty. You can be an enforcer or roughhouser without doing that shit. Lou Dort needs to be suspended for like a hot minute. He's become Dylan Brooks, Bruce Bowen, whatever you want to call it. He's become that dude right now in the NBA. Punch his ass. He's a good player.
Yeah, great player. Hell, it was chippy. Shea threw the ball at Joker and got kicked out the game.
Huh?
Crazy game. I like
entertaining.
We're getting close to playoffs. It's getting a little
chippy. I think they're getting a little tired of the regular season, man.
Oh, we all are. Shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he gave Joker had it didn't even look like him. He was able to make this face I've never seen before. He looked like he was going to murder. That was one of them crazy white murderer faces where he's not going to kill you. Then he's going to chop you up. He's going to put your eyeballs on the fence post and all that shit.
I don't want no problems with Joker, man. That fool looked crazy.
Zero. Absolutely zero. All right. If you got problems with your old lady, sorry, it's the only way to segue to Orlando Kell. Have you ever looked at your wife the way Joker looked at Lou Dort last night? Then you too should call Orlando Kell. Maybe it's that time.
100 times.
Orlando Kell, the official family attorney. I'm in the building. 210-775-4995. You can email him if you'd like to do so. It's orlandokell@gmail.com. Orlando Kell Law, gmail.com. All right. Big piece on ESPN.com today with Todd Archer. Jerry Jones has decided that he's probably, didn't say he was, he said he expects the Cowboys to spend a lot of money in free agency. Says that he has made mistakes. He feels bad for Cowboy fans. 30 years, no championships, not even close. And it may be time to open up the books and mortgage the future. Not that he has much of one, but he don't want to leave the team in disarray for the kids. He's 83 years old now, maybe 84 as I say that. Says he didn't vow to spend money, but he says he expects that the Cowboys are actually going to be major players in spending this year. No. And Lamar Odom once told Homegirl he was going to stop going to crack houses. It's a little harder it's easier to say, much harder to do for that cheapskate Jerry Jones.
Because he's told us this before, and then they didn't do anything.
Correct.
Now they restructured Dak, CD, and Tyler Smith. Supposedly for Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, and Ozi Digadura. Ozi, you know that guy. Digazua.
It took me 2 years. Odigazua.
So they did some restructuring, but do you believe them?
No.
No. Because it takes okay, great. You throw them. Who are you going to do? Tell me what you're going to do that's going to be different. What are you going to do culturally with and just talking about finances? What are you going to go money whip all the free agencies? I want to know what that means because we've been told. Remember, all in 2 years ago, all in.
All in.
Shut up. Let me answer.
Well, I mean, and
Lied
all
to
he's
us.
ever and
Straight
his
up lied
answers
to
all
us.
these years have been bullshitting us. So he can take that and shove it right back down his pie hole. And like Rudy said, it starts with basically taking all of your good players and restructuring their contracts. It's going to take another trade or two. It's going to take some balls, for you. You've got 2 first-round picks. Do you have the guts to do so? Then show me. He said over the years, I get it. I get it big time.
Yeah.
Or I'm all in. Show me what that means this year. I'm going to training camp this summer.
With Pops and your brother, right? That's cool.
Yeah, and 2 of my dad's best friends in the world. Big dude trip out to L.A.
Nice.
By the time we get out there, it's February 28th as we do this show today. By the time we get out to Florida, we're going to come back to this
Cali
in 6 months.
Yeah.
Did I say
Okay.
Florida? Cali, sorry.
Yes, it's all good.
In 6 months, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, 5 months. Let's see what I expect to spend. A whole lot of money. We'll see what that looks like the day that I show up at training camp, and I will remind him if I get within earshot what he said in February.
And I know you really will.
Of course I will.
I know
especially
you really
with me
will.
being there as a fan, which is going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Very. All right, they have officially tagged George Pickens.
It's official.
They filed for it last night. George Pickens has been franchise tagged. Stephen Jones said, of course, again, every time we say so-and-so Jones said, ... we reserve the right for that to be absolute bullshit, right? Stephen said that George told Jerry he has no problems with the franchise tag. He's stoked that he's back with the Cowboys, and he's so happy that this means that they want him around long term. So he's all excited. He's going to make $25 million.
28.
28. Yeah, he's going to make $20 million. That's what you pay a franchise tag wide receiver these days. So Stephen claims that Pickens told his daddy he's excited. All right, we'll see. Let's see how things go here when we get up here in May, June, and you don't have a contract yet. We'll see.
Right.
How George Pickens handles this will tell us a lot about him. And, if it gets ugly, they will fuck with him by floating bullshit to the media because it's what they do. They did it with Dak, Zeke, Dez Bryant. They will do it with George Pickens. They won't even blink twice in doing it.
Yeah, I mean, Dax was the worst only because Dak has done everything by the book and had Jerry's back. They were like, well, I paid all this money for him and he's been hurt the last 2-3 seasons. I was like, damn, But with Pickens, we'll find out that, he probably should have been suspended more than just the Vegas game, always late to meetings, bad in the locker room, if it gets to that point. But if that report is true by Jerry that, he told his dad he's happy, we'll let it play out.
And it will, as it always does. Just entertain me, baby. Remember, that's my new mantra. I don't care about the wins and losses. Okay, entertain me. Go make some big trades.
Right.
Mortgage your future. Who cares what the future is, man? Go win now. It's such bullshit. Mortgage the future. Name me one NFL team that has ever mortgaged its future. They make $100 million a year in television revenue. The salary cap goes up 10% every season. Can you name me one franchise that has mortgaged its future trying to go all in? No. The Rams have done it. The Ravens have done it. The 49ers have done it. They didn't win the Super Bowl, but they damn sure got there. It's typical bullshit. The NFL is not set up where you mortgage your future. It's ridiculous. Absolutely dumb. All right. What else today? We mentioned Spurs being on NBC tomorrow, or ABC rather. And I'm super stoked to see them play in the Garden. I love the place. I was in New York in November, went to the Garden, bought Rudy a hat. Wanted to see. I was hoping that I could get into the foyer to at least kind of see a little bit. Can't do it. Can only get. So the way it works is it's in the middle of that city. It's incredible. In the middle of that massive Manhattan, all of a sudden there's Madison Square Garden, which is cool. And there's like a level to get to it. And you can't go to the second level where you can I was hoping to maybe see the court or something, So I got close but couldn't see on the other side of the door. I always love it when the Spurs play the Knicks. For nostalgic purposes, it's where we won the championship in '99.
Good point.
But just because I'm a basketball fan, the history of that arena, the stuff that has gone in there, not even just basketball, the concerts, the shows, the unbelievable boxing matches over the years, the history of that arena that Mike called Mecca. It's just badass. The way the court's all lit up, but the arena's pitch dark, and they got the old school organ player, dun, 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 which I think is so cool. I'm always excited when we play in New York. One year.
And I get excited because I don't know if it was last year or the year before, I found out, you never know with an international player. They have their own culture and their own things that they look to. But I could tell, I guess it was a year ago or the year before, Wemby understood what star players do in that building. I think he almost went for 50. I think he either went for 50 or almost 50. They lost the game, but that's when I was like, oh, he understands NBA culture. Like you don't have to understand American culture. You've lived in France all your life, but understanding NBA culture and understanding that when you're in that building, Jordan's 55, Kobe's 62, Melo's double nickel, Steph Curry has a double nickel in there. You know what I mean? Just understand. LeBron has a 50-point game in there. Understanding that that's supposed to be where you put on a show. So I loved that about Wemby. Again, I'm getting my timetables mixed up, but I love that. And I expect the same tomorrow afternoon. And they're rolling right now.
He's only posted once. It was yesterday because they've got two. They've had like 4 days in New York because they played Brooklyn.
He ain't playing chess. He ain't playing chess in Central Park. He's too big now.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. I think they probably told him, "Hey, man, why don't we not go on Instagram and tell everybody what park you're going to be playing chess at today?" I think he learned his lesson last time. He posted a photo of him standing in the snow.
I saw that.
It had major winter storms. Yeah, no other posts because normally when they're in New York, I always like to see what guys post. So I'm excited, man. The Spurs are playing well. They play at noon tomorrow. They got Bob Costas on the call, which is pretty badass, and I can't wait to. Are you thinking we're going to do the show tomorrow again in the afternoon?
Yes.
I need to plan my day around the Knicks and the Spurs.
Let's talk. I'll talk.
Okay.
Let's talk.
Sounds good. All right, very good. All right. Tony Parker has lowered the price of his home.
Can't sell it.
Dude, can't sell.
The mega mansion era, even for the uber rich, is over.
Especially around here.
Yeah, no. I mean, nobody has a 40,000 square foot home anymore. 30,000, 20,000. Right now, even the uber rich, 10,000 square feet and do it how they want. The mega mansion's over. He might just, I remember Michael Jordan's house. I remember when I graduated from the Navy, we went to Michael Jordan's house that he couldn't sell forever. Mike Tyson couldn't get rid of his. Evander Holyfield sold his to Rick Ross for like $2 million. You know what he paid for that home? Who else was it? There's been a couple of those mega. Shaq couldn't sell his $40,000 square foot home, 40,000 square foot home in Orlando for a long time. So it's Tony. He may take a hit on that one. Listed it for $20 million in September.
It's now
tried Kai Cenat. Remember, he tried Kai Cenat.
Yeah, had Kai Cenat spend days there posting the whole time. It's now listed at $11 million. So since September, it's dropped $9 million in asking. That's not good. It's like Rudy said, it's a ridiculous compound. I mean, he needs to tear down the amusement park and just sell the land.
It looks like Fiesta, Texas. It was great in theory when he did
Nobody
it.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, when you're young and single and your friends are coming over and, every night you got 20 people over and you're entertaining, cool. Now you're a grown man with kids.
Yeah.
You're like, do I want this? Does anybody want that?
No. I know rich dudes. They wouldn't buy that just because it's too much house. It's got a damn boxing ring, movie theater,
Probably $1
state-of-the-art.
million in upkeep a year. Probably at least $1 million.
At least just the freaking, just the freaking amusement park or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Ass whip.
Big time.
Big time. All right, so that's tomorrow. All right.
Sorry, Tony.
But if Tony needs to tear down the amusement park, take the loss on that, and then reduce the price a little bit more, and then he should call Jay Ribaldo. He should fire whoever his rep is. He needs to be fired and hire Jay Ribaldo, the official real estate agent of In the Building. That's who that's who Tony should call. It's our guy Jay. Jay could get this thing moved, but it's going to take some Jerry Jones like balls. If you got to tear it like Jerry. This is a good analogy. You want the Cowboys to quit being a theme park? You want them to be an actual football team? Then tear down the amusement park aspect. Tony needs to tear down the amusement park.
I like that.
He should hire Jay to represent him. If he had Jay and had that damn thing sold already, it's Jay Ribaldo, the official real estate agent of In the Building. Jay Ribaldo, 210-887-1081. You can email him at jribaldo@kw.com. It's Jay Ribaldo, kw.com. All right. Shout out to a couple of people. Went and met a really cool guy earlier today. I want to give a shout out to one guy called AJ Banks. He manages a Take 5 oil change location in San Antonio. And I also want to give a shout out to this guy here who I met today. This is James. He and his wife won whiskey from me weeks ago in a horse race, and I'm just now getting around to giving them their bottle of whiskey, and to make good for me taking so long to get it to him, I got him a second bottle of whiskey today.
Nice.
Got him too.
And y'all met in front of Slackers. That's my man,
yes,
Mike.
We did.
My man got it in the photo. My man is always in business mode.
If you go and meet somebody, do it in front of one of your supporters.
Hell yeah. I love it.
Yeah. So that was good. Shout out to James and his wife. She goes by Becky with the good hair. That's what she goes by. And I did not know what that meant until Nina told me today.
It's like from a Beyonce song, right?
Yes. Becky with the good hair she was the Sancha that was doing things with her man, I think. So shout out to James and Becky with the good hair. I gave him that's that Tennessee cinnamon whiskey, and then I got him some of that Jeff that we gave away weeks ago.
Jefferson.
And I just got around to giving it to him, man. Highly unfortunate. So there you go, James. Good to meet you, dude. He loves us and all that kind of thing. Did I get the date wrong on our game? NBA on NBC Retro style.
I guess NBC Retro game is against Philly.
Did I get that wrong? I went there and spent 30 seconds saying it was us. I thought the Spurs and Knicks run were going to get the Bob Costas.
Spurs and Knicks are ABC. Like this one's NBC.
Oh.
So it'll be the Philly game.
So I buffed that up. Well, punch me then.
It's all good.
Is that true though?
We do live. I think it is. Let me see.
I'll be damned. That's what I get for.
Oh yeah,
just scrolling and reading.
8 p.m. in Philly on Tuesday night.
Philly. Damn! I misread that. I thought. Okay, you're right. So it's still Spurs, but it's in Philadelphia.
It's still Spurs.
The NBC Prime game. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that is still pretty cool. All right, so it's Philly. So we'll get Mike Breen tomorrow, probably, since it's ABC, the voice of the Knicks. But he will not be biased tomorrow because he's doing a national game for Nikki. I'm assuming it is.
We'll see.
All right. What else today? President Trump is planning to take time out from bombing Iran next week on the 6th of March to host a college athletics roundtable at the White House. All four heads of the Big Four football conferences, SEC, Big Southern John Plantation Country, Big Ten, Big 12, who's the fourth? The ACC, I'm guessing, will have all been invited for a massive roundtable. Trump has decided to get involved in college athletics. Let's see. Let's bomb the Iranians and let's talk football. That'll get my points back up to where I want them. And they're going to do some heavy negotiations on what needs to happen with college athletics in the future. If Trump decides to get involved, he knows some shit's going to wind up happening, even if it's for the betterment or the worser. He's going to do something. He's not going to just throw it out there. I don't guess.
bigger fish to fry.
You don't love our U.S. government after we start a war. Let's talk football now. It's like an in the building episode. It's segue.
Obviously, this is something that's been planned for a long time, but I think after the happenings this morning, I think you tell the NCAA, we're gonna push this. Let's push this a couple months. Yeah, I got he's not, but that's what I would do. Like, yeah, I'm gonna move this till August.
Right.
Let's see how this plays out. No, I don't think we need to be talking NIL and transfer portal while Dubai and Iran are being bombed.
I think only Trump's so crazy, bombing Iran, college football, everything's on equal footing with him. Everything's fair game. Hell, it may be a break for him because he's going to be bombing, college football talk, back to bombing. It's going to give him a break, maybe. All I can say is regulate the shit out of NIL finally already. Change the entire playoff format. Stop all this bullshit. That's what I would say. There it is. Good to do that, President Trump. AJ Garcia's in the building. Goodbye to the Ayatollah. Is that how the Aggies are saying it? Goodbye to the Ayatollah.
I'm positive that's not how you spell it, but go ahead.
The NFL has just announced regular season games in Tehran 2027, starring Wiz Khalifa and DJ Khaled, halftime shows with international support. Hey, man, Tehran 100 years ago was one of the world's greatest cities. It was awesome.
Really?
It's what Istanbul looks like today, or Abu Dhabi, or Dubai.
Really?
Yeah. Thankfully, with this thing, though, at least we have a lot of Middle Eastern support. There's a lot of other countries over there that also agree Iran sucks. The government, not the people. UAE, Abu Dhabi, Jordan, Egypt. We've got some countries on our side, thankfully. Thank God. So, I'm not terribly concerned, but yeah, I mean, you wake up to that news today. It's not like waking up to they attacked Venezuela.
I'm a shut up.
I'm sorry, Bouquet. You know what I mean?
That's unfortunate.
That's different. Yeah. That would be like Argentina, Brazil, and Costa Rica threatening to bomb us if we bomb Venezuela. We went near to Venezuela and all them other countries were just chilling. It was crickets. They didn't do shit.
They're like, oh, so what do you got going today? You know?
Right. All right. It's in the building, presented in part by Slackers, the official sports bar in the building. We did meet over there today in front of that location behind North Star Mall. That's one of the 5 locations. They got a party going on coming
Next
up
Saturday.
again soon. Next weekend, it is Crawfish Sizzle. It kicks off at Slackers. What's the location of this? In Nacogdoches.
They're doing Nacogdoches, and it's $20 all you can eat. So you got to spend $20, and it's while supplies last. Live music, DJs, door raffles, vendors. Maybe next Saturday, maybe we just go and knock out our show over there real quick. Who knows? I don't know. We'll figure it out next Saturday.
Let's talk.
Go knock it out. Go do the show. All right.
Let's talk.
Knock out show like 1, because I don't think it starts till 2. Maybe we go do a warm up.
Okay.
1 to 2. Go warm it up. It'll be easy. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right. There's always something going on. There's 5 locations, and it's not like they do the same bits. They all are like individual in their bits and their promotions and their cool contests and games and themes and stuff like that. And this is the Nacogdoches one that they all 3 or 4 of them at least wind up doing one crawfish they'll boil a year. And Nacogdoches is up first next week over at Slackers off Nacogdoches. Thanks to those boys. All right. Got some trivia. I got some quick questions. Let's do rapid fire. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's a quick yes or no. The Celtics are very good.
Yes.
Jaylen Brown should be an MVP candidate for what he's done in Boston this year without Jason Tatum.
Yes.
Joe Mazzulla might be a weird guy, but he's excellent at his job.
Yes.
When Jason Tatum gets back, this is back to being a championship contender, probably in a month.
Yes.
Jaylen Brown's a better basketball player than Luka Doncic.
Yes.
Got him. I got him. I set him up.
Yes.
I was trying to stump this man.
Rudy, remember what he did to him in the finals, Rudy. When it mattered most. Remember
I forgot
who locked him
Bouquet was
up.
alive. All of a sudden, we mentioned Boston, and here we go.
Bookie, damn, Mike.
The MVP of the season should be Jaylen Brown. Look how good they are without Tatum. The Pacers are going to wind up with the top pick of the draft because they lose Halliburton and they've been shit. The Celtics are like, meh, let's try to win the title anyway without Tatum. And they're about to get him back.
He's better defensively than Luka, Bookie, obviously, but is he a better passer and scorer than Luka?
No, but he's really, really good at those two things, is he not?
Damn, you stumped me.
Who do you want leading your team, Rudy? A guy that can barely get you to the playoffs with the best player ever allegedly on his team, or Jaylen Brown and a bunch of slapdicks that are about to roll through the East?
They might roll through the East. He ain't wrong about that. I don't think.
Only Detroit. That's the only team, but I don't believe in Detroit. So, that was a good question, Mike.
You know what? So I know you've been busy, but I know you have seen the criticism that Luka Doncic has been given the last couple of weeks out in Cali.
It's been brutal. Lakers
fans are seeing what the Mavericks fans saw a lot. Where it's like his bitching. He's there. It's a single digit game. They're back on the other end playing defense, and he's still with his back to the play because he's calling the referee a fucker.
Zach Lowe, who I respect NBA mind, said it's almost becoming unwatchable. But see that some of that's on Jason Kidd, some of that's on JJ Redick.
Okay.
Like at
what
some
do you
point,
mean?
You got to tell him he has to cut that shit out. But the thing is, he's the franchise, and nobody really wants to do those things. Look, I mean, remember we were ready to shoot Michael Finley because he took a beer from him. So it's tough when you know the guy is one of the faces of the league and the best player on the team, and they're going to build this team around him going forward to kind of hone it in. He's going to, people do what you allow them to do. And Luka's been allowed to not get back on defense and complain about every call. I don't know. It is tough to watch sometimes. Very tough to watch sometimes. It gets annoying.
It's now been over a year. And everybody in Dallas that was associated with that mess trade are all gone. All of them. AD's gone. The GM got fired, of course, Nico Harrison. Trading Luka was not the craziest thing of all time. It was crazy, but they came to a point where they no longer believed that they could go forth with him as their guy. Now, where Nico Harrison fucked up is you trade him for nothing. You don't get nearly enough for him. You trade him for a guy who's never healthy. You don't get it. You negotiated with one club. You didn't even shop Luka. You
trade him to your best friend.
Your best friend. You hook the dude up. But now, fast forward to now, Rob Pelinka may be in trouble. This ain't the buses that run the Lakers no more. The Lakers are owned by the same folks that own the Dodgers, and they're there to win the title, and they don't give a shit, and they have unlimited resources. This ain't Genie Bus. Oh, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. This guy, Mark Friedman, I think his name is. He's the guy that runs the Dodgers. He's there to win the fucking title. You said something about the coaches. Okay, if you have 39 girlfriends and you haven't made any of the relationships work, the common denominator might be you. I get you can have a couple of breakups, but when you play for 9-10 teams like James Harden has, you might be just James. You may just be James Harden.
You're probably the problem.
Jaylen Brown is not a more skilled offensive player than Luka Doncic, but he's a better basketball player.
So you agree with Boogie?
Yeah, he ain't going to sacrifice a game because he's too busy bitching. They need to get another general manager. They need to fire JJ Redick's ass like yesterday. He cannot handle Luka. And they need to get LeBron out of there and completely start over and do it, not in the draft, because they're not going to do that. The Lakers don't do that.
No.
You need to go trade for some people that fit with Luka. He and Kyrie went to the finals a couple of years ago because the Mavs did a good job of having guys that could function despite Luka's shit. No defense, no problem. But they had a good chemistry in Dallas. Now the Mavs may have gotten too impatient. They probably should have waited. Damn sure should have traded him, should have gotten more for him in the trade. But dude, we're over a year from the trade here. And you start to understand more. And I'm in San Antonio, Texas, and I don't really cover the Mavs much. I don't watch a lot of their games. We're over a year here, and you start to wonder maybe Dallas was onto something. Now it was the worst possible trade you could have gotten at the time, which I'll never support what you got. But looking back, I can understand why maybe they were just done with him. He don't give a shit. He lost all that weight. And now, okay, great. You lost all that weight. You're going to go on this revenge tour, and we're here. The playoffs are in 6 weeks, and your ass is back to Maverick Luka. And you just look what Boston's doing. That's a team with an amazing ownership group, outstanding general management, excellent head coach, even though Joe Mazzulla is kind of weird. That's a championship program they have there, just like San Antonio's.
And Jaylen Brown. That. You know, JTTX says the regular season doesn't matter. Well, I get that, but JTT, he is a finals MVP, sir. You know, Jaylen Brown doesn't just do this in the regular season. He has a ring and he has a finals MVP, JTT Tech. So I get where you're coming from, sir. But, you know, we're talking about a regular season award.
Yeah, for sure. My theory, one of my theories last year when all this went down with Luka was, watch, he's going to lose weight. He's going to get his shit together. He's going to morph into that dude. Well, it hadn't been quite one full season yet, but it's been over a year, and he looks more like Mavs Luka than that dude. I thought he was about to become like that motherfucker. Right. But the last 2 or 3 weeks, blame JJ Redick for being gutless, blame LeBron for being in the way. He looks more like the guy that they got sick of in Dallas than whatever that dude is going to be.
And he hasn't mastered, a la Nikola, who's, you know, been around longer. He hasn't mastered making everyone else around him better. You know, that's art. And I mean, don't get me wrong. That year they went to the finals and he was alongside Kyrie. You know, they did some great things. But I think that's also just Kyrie being uber talented. Kyrie Irving maybe should have a finals MVP in that Golden State series, but you have to figure it out. I mean, it took Kobe a long time too. So I'm not going to beat him up too much for that. But you got to make people around you better. It can't just be you. I got fouled. I'm not getting back. Olay defense. You gotta, you know, Avery taught Dirk that. Avery taught Dirk, okay, you're not going to be, you know, freaking Bruce Bowen, but you can put more effort, and you 6'11", you can rebound. Yeah. And you have to have that guy to push you to that. I don't think he's had that yet.
At this point, it's almost like he just has a disease.
Yes.
These referees. It's an affliction. It's almost like, do you need therapy to get over the ref shit? Because you are ruining you're a Laker now. You're not a Maverick. You a Laker. They got 17 fucking banners in that rafters up there.
And NBA refs aren't the best, and they're human, and they hold grudges. If I'm in the referee's locker room before the game, I'm like, man, I'm not putting up with this shit tonight. I ain't calling shit for him.
Sure.
I'm not, you know, it's an ass whip. It's an ass whip.
He's an ass whip. He distracts games. Because it's not even like he waits till the play's over, then goes over. It's while the Lakers are on the court with the ball, and he's back over here in the corner. That's bullshit. He needs a Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich, you know, Rick Carlisle, Joe Mazzulla type to show the fear of the devil into his ass. And then if he can't make that work, then we'll know it's you, player. It ain't Jason Kidd. You know, it ain't just JJ Redick or Rob Pelinka or Nico Harrison or LA's distracting. You have an affliction. You're white James Harden. And I feel like that's where he's headed.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I mean, you got to remember Phil Jackson comes in as a nobody and tells Michael Jordan, who's got MVPs and done some shit, hey, just so you know, we can't play how you've been playing with Doug Collins if you want to win titles.
Right.
Mike looked at him like, fuck you talking to? But eventually, like, you got to play off the ball. We got to play the triangle. Scotty has to get looks. Paxson has to get looks. Craig Hodges has to get looks. We have to play differently if you really want to win. So I'm just furthering your point on needing that vibe, that coach.
Yep, that's correct. And they had the same talk with Shaq and Kobe when Del Harris got fired. We're bringing in Phil Jackson. Phil was that guy that could go take these superstars and whip their ass into shape. Lucas he's just not playing for the right dudes. And that's unfortunate because you shouldn't have to get to that. Well, sorry, our titty baby superstar is too pussy, and he's too much of a punk. So we're going to fire you because you can't handle him. That's unfortunate, but that's where the Lakers probably are with JJ Redick. Because we all know he's only there because of LeBron, and as soon as LeBron's out of there, JJ's probably going to get shit canned by the new Dodgers owners that now run the Lakers, and they're going to tell Luka, okay, it's your team. LeBron ain't here to get in the way. It's on you now. Next season is massive for Luka Doncic's legacy, for real.
For the Lakers as a whole, for sure. Absolutely.
Sure. All right, it's 7:00 where you are, sir, and you're probably ready for dinner, and you probably hadn't had a shower or nothing, so why don't we call it a day there? Y'all, thank you to Bouquet. Thanks, everybody. Probably you get the same times tomorrow-ish.
Yeah.
All right, very good. All right, thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Sunday afternoon again tomorrow if you want to watch it live. Thanks a lot, everybody that jumped in here and checked this one out. Share this thing, like the page to get to the algorithm. Tell your friends, tell your wives, tell your husbands, tell everybody about it in the building. All right? Love your heart. See ya.
Peace.
We got to keep on.